Welcome back to the news at 10. The Nigerian police force has introduced community policing as a way of tackling the crime wave across the country. As a follow-up to this mandate of the Inspector General of Police, some state police commissioners are seeking the support of communities within their purview to assist the police in tackling crimes in their various states.
Members of the Lagos State Police Command, led by the State Commissioner of Police, Fatai Owosheni, get to the palace of Ayongbure of Ikorodu in an emergency meeting with the Ikorodu traditional leaders. The aim of this meeting is to seek the support of the traditional rulers in mobilizing community participation and tackling high rate of crime in Ikorodu and its neighborhood. Mr. Owosheni started with the creek nature and pipeline installations in Ikorodu.
When it comes to internal security operations,
he regretted that in spite of the enormous resources being deployed to tackle crime in Ikorodu area, the crime wave is still very high. The police commissioner challenges the local chiefs to be forthright and shun any complicity with suspected criminals, kidnappers and ritualists.
Kabiyesi help us to tell the Bales, any other creeks that they've identified like that, let the hunters come out, let the vigilante come out. They only need to give us a knowledge about the places. The security forces will join hands together to make sure that we get these people out.
Responding to the police commissioner, the Ayongbure of Ikorodu, while calling on the community to support the police, tasked the traditional chiefs to live above board. He warned that any traditional leader caught aiding and abetting crime would be stripped of his title.
I've told many of my ballets that if you are caught, once you are involved with such an act.
Meanwhile, the Imo State Police Command has appealed to traditional rulers in Imo State to take seriously the effort of police in the fight against crime and other criminalities in the state by supporting the community policing strategies adopted by the Nigerian police force.
To be able to drive security and safety in Imo State, we need your subjects. We need the local administration. We need the market women. We need organized labor. We need the civil society. We need everybody to come on board.
It is expected that a strong link between the traditional institutions and the police will help in intelligence gathering, which would go a long way in making Nigeria a crime-free nation.
The Ministry of Sport has fixed May 30th as possible date for elections into the various boards of the sports federations in the country, according to the amended guidelines released by the Ministry and the Nigeria Olympic Committee. The Congress for the election for zonal representatives, vice presidents and national federations presidents will also hold same day in Abuja. The national federations have until April 27th to set up their electoral committees. Hearing of petitions and appeals cases will hold from June 1st through to the 10th, while by-elections arising from petitions and appeals for zonal and national elections come up on June 13th. Inauguration of the National Sports Federation Boards holds on June 27th. Alexis Sanchez scored an extra time winner earlier today as Arsenal beat Manchester City 2-1 at Wembley to reach a third FA Cup final in 4 seasons. City, who lost David Silva to a first-half injury, went ahead when Sergio Aguero raced through to clip in. Nacho Monreal volleyed in Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain's cross to equalize, though Yaya Toure hit the post and Fernandinho the bar for City before extra time. Sanchez then swept in when City failed to clear Mesut Ozil's free kick. Arsenal will face Chelsea in the final at Wembley on May 27th. In In the English Premier League, Wayne Rooney and Anthony Martial both scored as Manchester United this evening defeated Burnley 2-0 to keep up the pressure on Manchester City in fourth place. Martial broke the deadlock after 21 minutes, sliding Ander Herrera's cross past Tom Heaton before Rooney nudged home after Martial's shot was half stopped by the home goalkeeper. The 3 points mean United closed the gap on City with a point, with both teams having played 32 games. In another game, Christian Benteke scored twice against his former club as Crystal Palace put a huge dent in Liverpool's top four hopes, courtesy of a 2-1 win at Anfield. World number 7 Rafael Nadal has won his 10th Monte Carlo Masters title, seeing off fellow Spaniard Albert Ramos Vinolas 6-1, 6-3 in 76 minutes. The victory also sees Nadal clinch his 50th clay court crown, breaking the record he shared with Guillermo Vilas when he lifted his 9th trophy at the Barcelona Open last year. He has now won an ATP World Tour title for the 14th year in a row since 2004 in his illustrious career. The Spaniard also earned 1,000 ATP ranking points and will now travel to Barcelona, where he will look further to add to his legacy as the undisputed King of Clay. Away from sports, French presidential candidates Emmanuel Macron and Marine Le Pen are through to the second round of voting in the country's election. Macron won 23.7% and Ms. Le Pen won 21.7%. Both candidates faced off stiff opposition from the other 8 candidates, including embattled former Prime Minister François Fillon. Le Pen leads the Eurosceptic anti-immigrant National Front Party and has attempted to soften the party's tone, while Macron, who served as economy minister under President François Hollande, has never served as a member of parliament but appears more favourable at the polls to Ms. Le Pen. And the main news again, massive demolition looms for houses under power lines across the nation as the federal government today resolved to move in the bulldozers to clear off such structures. This follows a tragic incident in Calabar, Cross River State, where 30 football fans were electrocuted after a feeder cable snapped and fell on a viewing centre. That's it on the news at 10 tonight. Thank you for watching. I am Amarachi Ubani. Good night.